for her, like showed up looking like baby girl, showed up looking like a snack, as usual guys. Okay, so y'all, today is gonna be a good one. Today I'm kind of tipsy, I'm kind of late for y'all, and I want to talk about the topic of marriage, dating, and all this. And I know I've talked about it so many times, and I'll never get sick of talking about it, because you know it's just juicy tea. It's juicy. Okay, so oh my god, I forgot my intro. What's up, my people? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to Rambles with the great, the iconic, the visionary. Welcome back to Rambles with Jess, y'all. I hope y'all are good, treating yourselves good. It is. Where did this even come from? Let me take you guys back to a video I once did, you know, about falling in love with the idea of someone. I don't know if it was like an exact video, but I'm so sure I've mentioned it in one of these videos, because that's something that I'm so completely guilty of. Like, I always fall in love with the idea of something and then when that something comes to fruition, like it comes to reality, I'm so disappointed by it, because like my expectations were like at 100, which is something I'm working on, kinda like you know, personally I'm coming to terms with who I am as a person, you know, and I'm not really I'm not really the best person, you know, like I'm not really, you know, yeah, I have my two icks and my toxic traits that honestly I don't know if I'm supposed to be like, maybe, you know, maybe I don't need therapy, but anyway, of course I need therapy. Okay, what I want to talk about is being in love with the idea of someone. This is like how I'm a hopeless romantic in my head. Like in my head I'm a hopeless romantic as fuck. Like I want all the fairy tale. I want to just live through life living like, you know, in the clouds, in the most romantic love and like everything, and then in real life, like you meet me and you try to do all that shit, and I don't know why it's like, it's not, you know, it's never appealing in real life. Like visually it's so stunning, but like in real life it's like, I'm like, maybe that's not really my thing. So let's talk about it, you know. And the reason this is even coming up is because as I live my early 20s, you know, the idea of marriage and kids and like life is like, it's becoming a real thing to me. And as I adult and as I grow, you know, I want to be an iconic woman, and I truly want to live life to the fullest, as I always say. So this journey is gonna be crazy, because in my head I'm thinking, do I really want to go through that journey? But in my hopeless romanticness, I do want that journey. Like I do want for myself that life, you know. I want to be a wife and like, you know, have kids, or like take them to school and tell them stories about how baby girl became who she is, you know. Like I just it's so appealing, like visually and like in my brain, but then I know in reality that's not the shit that happened. Like we took her ground with different, and the fact that we took her ground with different makes me think like, wait a minute, do I really wanna? Reality is so boring. There's no pizzazz, you know, there's no jazz, and like there's so much spice missing from reality that I put inside my brain. And then I can't imagine like going through now, like falling in love and like dating someone and like getting married, and then it's not exactly what I've envisioned, and that scares the shit out of me. Yo, like my brain is loading at like, I don't know, it's in kilobytes per second, or like, because it's just not cooperating. Like thinking that this thing could be, you know, this perfect, and this is how I'd feel, and this is what it do, and then just experiencing it and it's just not being what it is. And then in my head I've already like pumped up the vision, like the vision is like at 100, and then reality gives me like a 55. I'll be so disappointed, you know, and I feel like I'm not ready for that type of disappointment. So I'm the person who I always live in my brain, y'all, like, and it's something that I'm trying to like crack and like break out. Me, I believe in the idea of like finding your soulmate, finding your true love, falling in love, getting married, building a life together. Like me, that's exactly what I would want in my perfect life. I'm hopeless romantic in my head. I'm thinking like everything is just gonna be sunshine and roses, and you know, and then you meet people. Okay, so me personally, I've liked very few people in this life, you know, in this lifetime of mine. I've liked very few people and have a very specific taste, and most of the time I like the idea of someone. Like I like how I imagine that person is in my head. And then we meet and start hanging out and everything just goes, everything goes sideways, and then I'm just like not interested anymore. Like, if you ask me how many boyfriends I've had, I don't know how to answer that question, because honestly, the idea of someone is what attracts me to someone. The idea of what they could be. And I'm not talking about potential. I'm saying, like, me in my head, I've envisioned a whole different personality in you. I've envisioned how you're gonna make me feel. I've envisioned how you're gonna make, like, how our lives are gonna be together. And then reality is not that. Like, reality will never be that. That's just me in my brain losing my shit. So I can't imagine. But what are the chances? What are the chances that reality becomes better than my dreams? What are the chances? Like, somebody needs to let me know. What are the chances that whatever I envision and whatever I dream about and whatever I think, like, this would be my perfect life, like, my life becomes better than that? Like, that would be a miracle. And honestly, Lord Jesus Christ, visionary Jessie over here. Because if someone asked me, Josie, are you a snob? I am a snob. I'm the biggest snob. Like, what are you talking about? You want my number? I'm not gonna respond. You call me or you meet me at a club, tell me, oh, let's exchange numbers, just text me hi. I say hi, I met you in Quiver. What? Therefore, so like, let me tell you, I'm gonna leave you on red, delete the chat, forget about you, like, RIP, like, wow. Me, I'm a snob by nature. So even that love that I'm envisioning, I don't know how it will come to me if I'm just out here just brushing off people, like, it's tragic. And then someone has the audacity to ask me, do you think you'll get married? Do I really? Yo, could you imagine, like, falling in love with someone, giving your all to someone, that to the point where they change and become a narcissist and become insultive and abusive, you're still there? God, please, please always let me have sane mind that I can make decisions and keep away from bad aura. Oh my god, like, today I also watched Some of Our Paradise. Y'all, Some of Our Paradise was toxic as fuck, let me tell you guys. I don't know if I was blind or I was just a child. Nicholas was the most toxic nigga ever. He's one of those people who do the love bombing shit. Like, he love bombed her when he first met her. And then, there's always that family drama shit, and then Mother Duran came into the picture. That nigga, the guy would, like, get angry that, like, the father, blah, 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 blah. He'd go sleep with a woman, come back, start apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry. And then I'm in gearbox. And then he finds out Mother Duran is pregnant, comes and tells her, Mother Duran is pregnant, I need to marry her. And then he marries her, and then starts coming to her again, like, oh, you're the love of my life, like, we are meant to be together after you married another bitch. How dare you, like, oh my god, he was so toxic, like, it honestly has blown my mind, because in my head I was thinking, Nicholas was the perfect man, wasn't he? Like, when we were watching it when we were young, Nicholas was the perfect man. He was not the perfect man. That nigga was just gaslighting this bitch all the fucking time. Aymar was a strong woman. She was. That bitch went to prison, got into a car accident, lost her, like, her memory. Like, wow. Just by association to this nigga who had the audacity to marry some other bitch. So, like, as the idea of, like, marriage and dating just starts approaching me, y'all, I'm getting cold feet. I'm getting cold feet, y'all. I'm getting cold feet. Because I can't imagine a life where I'm just stuck with someone who I can't get off. And then, unfortunately, I'm already so comfortable being alone. Like, I'm already so comfortable in my own mess, in my own kibabo. Like, I'm already so chilling, so vibing. And I can't imagine, but anyway, I'm still so young, y'all. I'm still so young. People have been asking me, I'm also surrounded by people who are older than me. So, like, the idea just keeps on recurring in my brain, and I'm lost in it. I'm like, wow, Jessie, is this gonna be the future you choose for yourself? And don't even get me started about my sexuality, or don't even get me started about my sexuality. Kitamba used to be so 100% sure. I was like, bruh, I'm gonna marry a woman and we're gonna live happily ever after. But then the idea, as I got older and older, is like, human beings have their own shit. Male or female, bro, they have their shit. You just have to handle somebody's shit, and I don't think I wanna. But that's just me now. Me in my current state right now. Maybe in future I'll get more patience, because wow, as I get older, it's like, do I really want that for myself? And me, I'm so focused on just building a life for myself, but I still want kids, yo. Me personally, I want kids. I have to get kids so that they're as beautiful as me, live the most legendary life as I have tried to. You know, I just have to continue the legacy of Jesse Tenga, you know, because my father is so iconic. His DNA is beautiful. Like, wow, genetics are crazy. So my kids, they have to learn. Imagine. And you know, people like, even doctors suggest you have kids early, because the older you get, like, the more complications you have. And me, I'm out here thinking, why? Like, sometimes that's just sadistic as fuck. Like, what do you mean? The older I get, the more complicated it becomes. It should make me stronger. My uterus should be more ready. Like, what the heck? Life is just not for the weak, y'all. It's not for the weak. Have you made sense this video? I'm probably gonna be like, oh, you didn't say shit the whole video. Okay. So I guess it's time to go, y'all. Like, honestly, this whole video has just been a blur. Like, you know what? Next time I'm gonna do better. I'll come with notes. Honestly, I should have learned from my previous video. Just always have notes. Because now I just came here and I talked my shit. But it's okay, y'all. It's okay. I'm gonna be back soon. Love you guys. Bye.